All right, so um, I wanted to make a subject. They was talking about somewhere in Georgia, I think Atlanta, a gang member was molesting a boy. Um, to be sexed in. In the back when I was coming up, that was known that the females would get sexed in, and it's not nothing new. Because when I was coming up in the 90s, that was going on. You the jump, females get jumped. Famously wasn't the dudes. And I say famously because I'm about to go detail of this, of my conclusion of this. But I said conclusion or assumption, I say. But when I was in El Paso, I remember I stayed, from H-Town, and I'm from the east side part of Harris County, and that's what, I remember I go to school and I had friends who were cholos, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be 38 soon, so back in the 90s, it was Thug Life, Tupac, Mi Vida Loca, that type of, you know what I'm saying? Not Ricky Murphy, talking about the gang, Mi Vida Loca, American Me type stuff. Boys and hood type, that's what we grew up. I went to school, mostly Hispanic and people African American. And not to bash my brothers and my Latino brothers, but that was going on, okay? Yeah, you had white dudes, you had age gang members too, of course, but, and back in those days, but G-Thing, baby, and all that other stuff, okay? And I remember hearing the girls saying they had to fight, and don't fight, you get sexed in. And in El Paso, Texas, because I went to El Paso 2004, I went to David Corazon Center, right after the Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake scandal at the Super Bowl, the week after, should I say, on Grammy night, and I came back in January 2007, which is a year ago. 10 years ago when I came back to El Paso. I went from El Paso to Houston. And when I was in El Paso in Job Corps, we would have leaps, I think law enforcement, whatever. We would go visit the Harris County, that's here in Houston. We visit the El Paso County Jail, and we know about the judges and lawyers. I thought about if I want to become famous, be part of the legal system. Okay? And even someone was telling me yesterday that I should be a lawyer because I talk a lot. And I bring factual stuff, and I know how to can't argue me now, okay? So that might be a career move. I might think about becoming a lawyer. A police officer, I'm already working security, so I'm going to go ahead and do something in the legal field. But, my major is entrepreneurship when I go back to school. Well, I remember when I was in Denver, when I was a job concern, going for my trade in office system business technology, they said the biggest, it was the El Paso compared to why this is Mexico, okay? So that's different, that's a whole nother subject. But the biggest crime that was in El Paso was sex abuse. Particularly the veteranos in the gangs, the OGs, sleep with young girls who were teenagers, or not just only OGs who older than my dad. You had dudes that was in 20s at the time, coming on 30s, be 38 soon, and probably my age right now was doing this, and that was the biggest crime in El Paso. Okay, so hearing about this case, it was weird. It says a boy involved, but I'm not shocked. And I'm about to go there later, but I'm not shocked. But that was the biggest crime in El Paso, Texas, back in 2004 or 5, was these young girls who were, teenagers. And we also, I said we because I was in El Paso. We also, when I was in El Paso, because I'm a Houstonian, but I changed to El Paso for 3 years, okay? When I was El Paso for 3 years, okay, during the second year, we also had a story called Naked Harlem. And that was the big time about the whorehouse of Texas. That was a whorehouse in El Paso, Texas, okay? And it was a white woman who owned a strip club. And I talked about that when I talked about the SPM situation. And I ain't felt sorry for that bitch. She had teenage girls, and she had all type of men, judges, lawyers, priests, preachers, cops, doctors, all type of blue-collar men coming to, and these girls getting blowjobs, and they had credit card receipts from the VIP room, really. They didn't do cash, they credit card receipts to get some blowjobs, okay? And so with teenage girls involved, that's child prostitution, all that. So that's nothing new, okay? So, but in Atlanta, this gang member, everybody said, I'm not shocked. Let me tell you the reason why everybody's shocked. Well, what's going on? No. Let's do background check. because I'm almost 40. Why are these dudes sagging their pants? From the young people, even the ones who are about my age, I don't sag my pants. I wore baggy pants, but I make sure the belt was around my waist. And my grandparents didn't play that, okay? Sagging your pants, and I'm glad I didn't, because when I was in school, and I'll never forget, this Charlotte girl was sagging her pants. And one of the Latino guys who became a Charlotte, when I beat up in 6th grade, I didn't tell that story, okay? We was in 8th grade. He came behind her. He was trying to be a Charlotte, and her drawers was showing. And that when the police principal, the white principal, told we cannot wear baggy pants unless, a belt have to have a belt around your waist. So I didn't sag my baggy pants because I thought it was stupid. Because I saw people underwear, even my ex-girlfriend, one of the sisters I was going with, her panties were showing, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, your drawers showing. This is 8th grade, you don't want, that's embarrassing, So I never sagged my pants when I wore baggy pants. And, back in the day, if you wore saggy pants, you wore a long shirt that where 2X come from, okay? That would cover your underwear, right, so they will not be showing. But these days, these young people sagging their pants. So sagging pants come from prison. When you in prison, that sagging, the booty warrior will tell you. The booty warrior will tell you that shit. And I already knew that before that was nasty. Brother, the booty warrior came up, okay? You sag your pants, you advertising that you want to have sex with a dude. Okay? So it's funny that the dudes are thugs, cholos, and all that other crap. These gang members, they sagging their pants. They say they ain't gay, they don't even with no faggot shit, but they sagging their fucking pants, which came from the jail for fagging. That's stupid. Okay. So, but you got older cats who OGs, drug dealers, they will rape your ass if they saw that. Or they will find that it's attractive. So if they come out of jail and they still gangbanging with that mentality, you don't think that they somehow gonna do that in the street? A lot into hypermasculinity. Why would a man have to feel hypermasculine to be a man when he already has a dick? Didn't it kind of weird that you gotta be extra masculine? The only way you'll be extra masculine if you're not a man at all, and no offense to any women, there'll be a stud doing that shit. Cause she don't have a dick, a penis like I do. You know what I'm saying? That's why if I'm feeling, I don't feel I need to be extra masculine when I take a shower and I go take a piss, I see my dick. That just don't make no sense. And I wear men clothes anyway. Everything that was clowning Ari Spears about the dress situation, which I don't have a problem if you want to be your female version of you on the TV screen. White actors do it. I'm getting tired of people telling brothers what to fucking do. But when you start telling us that we can't wear sandals, and that comes from Africa, of all places, in other parts of the world, and they were not gay wearing that shit, why is it gay now? That don't make any damn sense. But you don't tell your white, you know what I'm saying? I'm very racial about that. I'm a multiracial person, black, French, Spanish, Creole, Irish, and American, and I'm for civil rights, including individual rights. So, I'm a spoiled brat, so growing up, with the first grandchild, that's why, okay, till my cousin came in the situation, that's a whole nother subject, okay, he was spoiled too, so, of course, I'm gonna fight to do things my way, okay, that's part of my happiness, but, I'm not gonna change my attire when you don't let some other dude who don't look like me, because I do have white DNA in me and other roots besides black, but who don't look like me, you don't say to them about that. I'm sorry. And when a brother does that, I'm sorry. First, I ain't trying to dress up for the brother or anybody dressing for myself. So what you don't like, brother, worry about your own clothing. I don't worry about yours. You sag your pants. I don't know, but I'm going to bring this up. So that's, these dudes finding ways. They wasn't even a thing to say that about wearing sandals, because the gangster was Tupac was saying what outside, so he did too. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gay. Easy. Come on now. I mean, I grew up. Those are OGs. Okay, I ain't talking about this other millennium shit. They millennials think I'm them because I look they age, but I'm older to be their dad when I was in high school. Okay, so I don't buy into that bullshit. You know, so go back to subject. So why y'all think that y'all shocked about this gang member doing that, and this dude 19, this dude's about 20 something years old, so you don't think that somebody else did that shit? I heard so many stories about these women date these thugs, okay? And these thugs, drug dealers, gang members, whatever, okay? And they having sex with the wife, the girl, okay, who they ain't married to, but the kids wind up saying that someone molested them. Not just the females, the boys too. So if that in 9-10 everybody nobody get snitched on because that person 9-10 who was a gang member can go kill that woman and her kids and anyone who tells on her. So it's so sad that you have a lot of CPS cases where that does go on. And these same people who don't get help of color, I'm calling like it is, who are African American or Hispanic or any other minority group, because the white ones, yeah, they get help too, but they don't get help too, and then you have a lot of sex abuse in their community. But the difference between the white community and minority community is both is known, is hidden, but they have funds, keywords, economic power to go get help. You know what I'm saying? While minorities, yeah, there are minorities with money, but they, in minority poor communities, do not focus on mental health issues. That's why it's always ratchet shit goes on in the communities. Whether it be the ghetto, the barrio, whatever. Okay? And a lot of these folks do not get help. They come to be adults in deranged mindsets. They're told, you're not crazy, you'll be fine. You know, they don't believe in faithful works in the Bible with James chapter 3. So, oh, you'll be fine, just believe in Jesus. That type of ideology. Okay? The worst also try to get help and heal from what you went through. Let's get this straight. So, I don't believe in that. And so you have a deranged people out there raising kids, you know, and that's why, and they had no manners. So mom and daddy went through that shit and they're grown and they have kids and they got help. You don't think that maybe not only them or doing it, or either they have other people doing it because they've been told that, oh, it didn't kill me. You something I always hear that it ain't gonna kill you. So what don't hurt, don't kill you. That type of mentality. So y'all shocked about this gang member sexing boys. You don't think that went on back in the day? Yes, it did. The difference is they didn't tell nobody about that shit, and they was out there being hyper masculine. So don't want to, catch them because, anybody can be a sex child molester, whether it be gay, straight, bi. People try to blame the gay people for that, when actually it's funny that the people who make those stories up, like Dobson, Dr. Dobson, whatever, the positive evangelical white man, make up these stories about it's the gay community, trying to have sex with children. That goes on too, but it's also about the straight men do it too. And you also have people who, Republican Party, let's bring it up, that's how we talk about the gang member. The Republican Party, back in the 80s, had a sex abuse scandal too. Remember the Reagan, Bush days? Remember Boys Town? Remember Larry King, not the white man, Jewish man, is a light-skinned brother who said, oh, in Reagan days, that brother is the only one that got in trouble, but the white politician who was with Reagan and Bush administration was having sex with boys and girls. The biggest prostitution ring. Everybody talk about my religion, because I'm an ex-Protestant, the Catholic Church. That, what I'm saying? But let's talk about the Protestant scandal that keeps get undercover news. Don't get news coverage. The biggest child prostitution ring was Pastor Mario Tony Leyva. I think he's a white Hispanic, maybe a Cuban, look white, but whatever he was. He was a Pentecostal minister in the South and admitted molesting 100 boys. No one knows his story. Do you know this is the biggest child prostitution? He had his Tony Boy camps, other ministers. Nobody ain't talk about that. But you don't talk about the church that Jesus founded. It has a bunch of Judas. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is a priest of Judas. You always gonna have Judas in any religion. Matthew 13 tell you bad fish and good fish. And Judas didn't go to heaven either. And he's one of the 12 apostles. So that's an argument. You had, before you had the Jews, before Jesus, the Jews, you had remember some of the rabbis having prostitution, temple prostitutes, and they was also eating the blood. The truth where that stereotype comes from. That mean every Jewish person does that? No. It means there's bad people in every group. Can't say that about all group, but people, it's a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant country. Of course, you're gonna attack what's not white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. The white minority get more bad coverage in the news than white people. You understand that? Especially white Protestant people. If you're a Catholic Jew or outside that Protestant and conservative Protestant ring, definitely I say conservative because they'll take the liberals too. So the reason why I'm bringing this up that it's nothing new it's nothing new because if you got men who in prison who see gay sex in prison, Sodom and Gomorrah, that even prison guards are guilty encouraging it. When I see Scared Straight, the men say they want men, boys on Scared Straight like they actually are in. I understand acting, but these men actually say we're gonna get you. Oh, you little white boy, we're gonna get you. And then you had the white man one time tell, I love chocolate. Told the little dark-skinned brother that was on there. And I started saying, wait a minute. Now, I understand you scaring these dudes because they need to be scared. But why do I kind of feel that some of these dudes, these male, older men, prison, gang members, either ones told the Cholo dude, the Spanish dude, one over in New Mexico or something, told one of the Cholo, oh, you a snitch. Snitch get stitched. Oh, I'm going to get you tonight. You mine. You be my bitch. I understand that goes on and you make that lie up or you're trying to scare that person, but sometimes I kind of feel it's true. So if you think these damn gang members of any color, okay, black, white, Spanish, whatever, these thugs of any color, they come out of prison, you don't think that they might... They did, especially if they put in 17, because now they need to make a prison for those who are tried as adults, because now that's going on. Let's get that straight. A lot of boys who are tried as adults go to prison, and they get raped by these older cats. Now these are murderers, extreme hardcore criminals. So if they operate an organization outside of prison, and they come out of prison, you don't think that mentality goes out back in the streets? Oh, y'all that damn silly? Oh, because they act hard. Let me tell you something, motherfuckers, and that's why the AIDS case going on with that download shit, and it's not just with the sisters, it's with all type women. Okay? All type women. White men, with money, sleep, not all white men. That's the one you gotta do. It's from brothers who doing it with money, and now with no money. This is going on, all that old hyper-masculine shit. Whether it be the marble country redneck man, or the thug in the hood ghetto, or the machismo cholo thing, okay? A man does not have to act extra masculine, and he doing this shit, and he been to jail, and he's still involved in criminal, but he recruiting young people. I'm not saying, but y'all don't see a connection in the dudes are sacking their fucking pants, and this represents accent gay shit. But they want to attack folks who come out the community who are gay or those who they think is. Don't you see a insecure in sickness, in corruption, and then you have people like the Reagan in Bush days supplying the crack in the hood, and they might be attached to the Boys Town gay the sex abuse scandal that was going on back in the 80s that the news media tried to cover up. Don't y'all see a whole, and you got pedophile rings going on? Don't you see a whole connection and shit? And this started to be breaking out during that epidemic. This stuff been going on for years, but it started to get big when the crack cocaine situation happened in the 80s and 90s and 2000. So now we're in 2017, and y'all shocked about this 27-year-old dude who born 1980 something or 1990 something, 91 actually. So it was right after the crack epidemic that he probably. You don't think that maybe if he was in the gang, you don't think that maybe his family members or somebody in it. You gotta start doing any research before y'all jump to conclusion. This is some new thing, ain't nothing new under the sun, y'all. This been going on for years since that they kept this hush hush. Of course, the girl part gonna be known because everybody, we all in the United States, look at heterosexual relationships and ignore and try to bash homosexuals, except if it's female situation. Let's call it like it is. But I think that this has been going on for years, and if you got folks sagging their pants, you got folks even having sex in prison, and not just rape, consensually sex. Prison guards letting this happen. You don't think that they go back in the streets? Think about it.